Dricus, not only are you victorious, but now you are freshly dressed here. The dust has settled a little bit on that victory. You came out there and you looked brilliant against Robert Whittaker. What was the game plan going into this one?
The dust may have settled for a lot of people, but definitely not for me. Wow, the game plan was, I don't know if a lot of people saw it, but I give all credit to my coach, Monepa. So we watched his fights. So how we usually do it, I watch the fight, he watches fights. We have some of the teammates that we trust, some of the more senior guys watch the fights. We all come back with our notes, then we watch it together and say, okay, I think this. We look at each other's notes and then we see the similarities. And Coach Monet just came out and said, I think we should fight him southpaw. And I was like, what? Are we fighting one of the greatest middleweights ever? We're just going to change our style, because I do fight switch, but to fight southpaw completely. And he said 80%, 20%. Like, we're going to fight 20% orthodox, 80% southpaw. And I said, wow, okay. And this happened a week before the camp started. And I said, your coach, I trust you. And we started working on it. And obviously there was a lot of things that were not even close to perfect as the camp started. And I thought, yeah, this is a hard thing, because I'm not feeling as good, because I'm fighting out of my comfort zone. But that was the game plan. He said the southpaws tend to hit him. Darren Till hit him. Yes, he beat Darren. He beat all these guys, but he gets hit. And that was the game plan.
And you also really pressured him very well, and you were very patient in there, things that you did talk to us about during the fighter meetings. You also had mentioned to us that you felt like you were going to be the bigger fighter in there and you would be able to use that to your advantage. Did that hold true once you got inside the octagon?
Absolutely, and exactly that pressure. Rob said it leading up. He said, I know Dricus is going to be pressuring. I know Dricus is going to be coming forward. But if you look at my past fights, getting overexcited in there, I knew some fighters, Derek Brunson, if I wanted to beat him at his own game, I needed to bring the fight to him. So I had to overcommit. A guy like Brad Tavares, I was my back after that first round. I knew the game plan of trying to fight him a clean-cut fight wasn't going to work. I needed to make it dirty. With Whittaker, if I fought the Brad Tavares fight, I would have gotten knocked out. So with a guy like Whittaker, I needed to be more composed. And every time I step in, I try to be. And tonight I felt more composed, and I felt, you saw it, even when I dropped him, I wanted to go for him so bad, and I was like, stay composed, stay composed. And the game plan, obviously with the pressure, you've seen Rob, when you stand in front of him, when he's in the center of the cage, just looking, throwing one punch. Then he starts teeing off like he did to Vittori, like he did to Cannonier. I knew I had to put him on his back foot, and even when he comes in, go forward. And that's what I saw Robert Whittaker getting tired tonight, to be honest. It was something that was, to me personally, a big accomplishment, because I've been getting a lot of backlash because of my cardio. And, this is my first fight after the nose-up. And there was so much noise made about the nose-up, which I hated, because that put on so much pressure to, if I got tired here tonight, like, what would I have said? Right. And I didn't get tired. I felt absolutely amazing. And, Robert Whittaker, an amazing opponent, and it was an honor sharing the cage with him.
I know that he is a guy you've thought about fighting for a really, really long time, well before you were in this organization. So this has to be so special for you. It's nice to see you be able to achieve these dreams. Every time you come out, you look better than the last outing. And now the world title is in your view. Obviously, there were some words with Israel Adesanya, but that fight is rapidly approaching. If it happens in Sydney in the beginning of September, will you be ready for that fight? Does the timeline even matter to you at this point?
It's a very interesting question. Right now, with all the adrenaline pumping these veins, I'm not sure if there's any injuries. The fight was fairly clean when it came to all of that. Obviously I went through a massive fight camp for Robert Whittaker, a lot of wrestling to make sure that Robert Whittaker's wrestling is next level. There was a lot of, it was just a grueling fight camp. There were some niggles and nothing serious. I think nothing serious, but I'll go back to the team and we'll speak to the UFC and see what exactly is the plan. It's a very quick turnaround. It's 8 weeks out from today. When I get home, I'm missing a week with traveling and recovering. I can't just go back into full speed training. That's overtraining happening. So there's people a lot smarter than me. At the end of the day, I'm the guy who gets in there and I fight. and there's a team around me who make the best decisions, and they know a lot more than me, and it's, I'm so ready to fight for the belt. It's been a dream of mine forever. But once again, I've said this before tonight, all my attention went to Robert Whittaker. My preparations, the last 8 weeks were for Robert Whittaker, and as a warrior, as a fellow martial artist, and a traditional martial artist, I need to give Robert Whittaker that respect of celebrating him tonight, celebrating a victory over the great Robert Whittaker tonight, and not even think about what's next. I really want to take this in, and I asked for this so many times. I asked to be in this position so many times, to fight against a great Robert Whittaker. It's a childhood dream coming true, and I don't even want to think about anything else than taking in this win tonight.
Well, then you do just that. Celebrate, because you deserve every second of it. Congratulations. And listen, we will watch you fight whenever and wherever that happens next. But take this one in. You're in a good city to celebrate. Let me tell you, Las Vegas is ready.
Vegas, baby!
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.